Angus, just before we let you go, just to follow on to that, I mean, George Soros has essentially said at last week's Davos meeting that he believes, quote, civilization may not survive Putin's war in Ukraine. He's warned of a global depression. I got a heck of a lot of pushback on social media when I raised the question to the foreign minister of Ukraine, does the world have to pay for the fact that you guys obviously want to keep your country intact, are fighting back against Vladimir Putin, are fighting back alone? You got to wonder if the United States, in retrospect, and Europe, NATO, are not sitting back and thinking, we should have taken care of this problem when he invaded Georgia. We should have taken care of this problem when he invaded and took Crimea. The hindsight being what it is, now it's a situation where they are literally leaving the Ukrainians to do this all on their own. And as Dan said, it seems as if President Putin, again, not just on the energy front, but now on the food supply front as well, has all the leverage.
Yeah, Hadley, he is a grand strategist, having his background in the KGB and other services in Russia. This is a major concern for me, looking at finance in general, as I put my finance hat on and future hat back on in terms of finance. Risk is rising. I don't think enough countries have been clever enough geopolitically. The body politic in the West has been so self-absorbed. It's an enormous wake-up lesson for the world, and the West in particular. They should have engaged with Russia before this. They should have been alert to what happened, as you mentioned, in Georgia, Crimea, eastern Ukraine from 2014. Already there were signs, they were ignored generally, but I think that there's a wake-up call. Leaving Ukraine alone, well, it's not quite on its own because of the increasing supplies of military equipment, but there's concern if you have increased direct engagement. That could lead to other issues. And it's a game that's not easy for all of us who are in finance or the markets or anything else to try to gauge. That's where you do need a military expert. But the concern is you don't want this to conflate quickly as it could. So it's a strange game that's happening in the background that's adding to the uncertainty that we already have in the financial markets and in the global economy. And that of course, is a concern in terms of investment and general economic growth and aggregate demand. So these issues, I think, Hadley, we're going to be talking about, unfortunately, for quite a long time.